less. What does that bring up? Need less? I don't need nothing. Need less? Need less. Hold on, let me fix my privacy. People be saying stuff. I need the people to be able to say stuff. Um, but yeah, so as we tackle our everyday, there's certain needs that come up every single time. They always come up. So we need to determine, what those needs are and what needs you can not live without getting met. What is that for you? And so we gonna get into it.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So the question is it possible to have all your needs met, permanently met? And when you think about getting your needs permanently met, you might say, nah, I can't do that because that would just make my life just a little bit too effortless. But it's so important to get your needs met. And there's some ways to once you have, think about this, once you have your needs met, you'll have so much free time that you're going to have to find some other kind of rewarding way to fill up the conversations that you would normally have about getting your needs met, whether that's through work, your relationships, all areas of your life. Like if you had everything met, what would you do? So this program, it takes about a year to get all of your needs met. And once you do have your needs met, I promise you will have the life of your dreams. Because there will be no confusion as to what even your needs are. So let's determine what those needs are. Hey, good morning. Hey, coach. Hey, Forever Lovely Weddings. I went to this great event last night and met some amazing people in the Atlanta area. I'm putting my feet out there. I'm so excited about that. So the purpose of this needless process is really to help you, one, identify what your personal needs are, understand how to get your personal needs met, and then design an effective system to have them vanish. So to have, everything that you need to come to life. So personal needs, what are personal needs? Personal needs versus body needs, such as water, food, shelter, and love, are things that we must have in order to be our best. So we can truly get through life fairly well, not having our needs met. But for an effortless, rewarding, and successful life, personal needs must be, one, identified, addressed, and handled.
Well.
Many of us, we really spend our life, consciously or not, to get our needs met. And we kind of treat the symptoms or get temporary relief from them for two reasons. Most of us assume that needs will always be with us, and that's just the way things are, and that's really not true. And sometimes it takes a little bit of conversation and technology to really handle your personal needs for once and for all. And that's what this program process does. And so I'm excited because I know that sometimes when we're not getting our needs met, we have temper tantrums. We freak out, start screaming and hollering at people. And, that will get your needs met to a degree, but it's usually very temporary. Like, Lord, let me just go ahead and get his dinner ready at 6:00 because I don't want to have to cuss at him again. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do it. So I ain't got to hear his mouth. And so you'll get it done for a little while, and then eventually what happens? It wears right off. It wears right off. And sometimes it could be because the situation is not right. And hey, and the situation is not right. So you have to change the situation. You know, I worked. Somebody got the jams on. Oh, that was. I thought that was a pause. I thought that was a commercial break. It was a commercial break.
I'm like, what the heck is that? Come on now.
Okay. So then when you get your needs temporarily.
You unmute yourself, Darlaina.
Oh, hold on. You got to do it. I can't do it. Okay, there we go. All right, good. I was about to say you got to do it. I can't do it. Unmute. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. And so what happens is we get angry, yell and scream, and for a temporary moment, our needs get met because we didn't yell and act a fool. Or you're working at a place that absolutely is not meeting your financial needs, but you're there. And one day you just decide, you know what? These people ain't listening to me. I'm leaving. And so we get some of that stuff by just making rash, fast decisions. But if you know your needs in advance, you won't even put yourself in certain situations. So for instance, if you know that you are military time, clean lines, clean house, all the time, while you dating somebody, you see that they houses in all kinds of disarray and they grown people, that's kind of their way. And so thinking that you're going to change them is just stabbing yourself all over with many pains. And so you just have to either accept them for who they are and what they are, and leave that need of a pristine, clean house with being on time as a military staunch person. That's not going to happen with that person. But sometimes what we do is we'll go ahead and get in that and then expect to change that person to be how you want them to be. But if you identify that as an absolute need, that relationship would have never went nowhere from the first place. And I think that's where we have to really be 100% honest with yourself and say, this is something that I 100% need.
But they keep telling us we can grow on you.
That's what they keep saying?
We might grow on them.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's I don't think that is true. And you know what? You can absolutely accept it for a short amount of time. And a short amount of time could be 1 year, 2 year, 3, 4, 5. You get around the 10-year mark and it's going like your BS meter starts going up and up and up and up and up. And finally, when you get fed up to here, what happens? You go off and start calling people slobs and nasty and this and that and the third, what you've been feeling for 10 years. And now you done said all this stuff to somebody that you supposedly love. And now you done messed up. But again, if you identify it now, then it won't be a thing. Make sense?
Total.
Listen, I'm telling you, I've seen it. It was, and I use that example because it's really my life. My ex-husband was so neat and so clean and so just everything had a place and all that kind of stuff. And when we first got married, it was great. I could roll with that. I rolled with it. And then, we start having kids. And I was tired. And so, listen, you clean it up. You wash the dishes. You better get a dishwasher. It's all these kids in here, and you want me to keep this house clean? No, it's too much. You need to hire somebody or do something. And then it's like, you dirty. you nasty. You need to clean up. You need to clean up. And it really took me some time to come up with a rhythm to really keep things in order. And that's a lesson. And sometimes those lessons should not be taught within a relationship. That should be something that you already know or you already do. And so, it's truly a learning process. But my ex-husband and I, y'all know, we grew up together. We got married at 17 and 18. We thought we knew what we was doing. And so, yeah, his mom had a clean house. I came from a house with, our house was relatively clean, but we always had a pile of something in the corner. Or a pile of this over here, or the junk drawers, or the this, or the that. And that's such a terrible habit to break as an adult. And so it took me some time to break it. I still got the junk drawer. I still got that. But there's no piles and corners and all that kind of stuff like I had growing up. So you really have to identify what's acceptable. So I have a list of 200 needs. And as I read these needs, Marcus, why you gotta lean back? Marcus just leaned back. He just leaned straight back. As soon as I said it, he leaned right back. Really? The lean back though? I can't.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Listen, okay? So, anywho, don't y'all pay Marcus no attention because he's a troublemaker. Okay? So, I have the list and I will say the words. You can write them down. You can either write down all of them or you can write down just the ones that resonate with you as a need for you. So, he said, you can't stop me. You just better have your pencil ready because I'm certain there's some needs that need to be met. So there's a list of 200. You're going to, out of the 200, you're going to identify 10 things that resonate as a need for you. Not a want, not a should or a could, not a fantasy or a wish. A need is a must for you to be your best.
And if it ain't, is it a deal breaker or something like that? They call them deal breakers.
Well, there are some deal breakers in the world, but you get to determine whether or not it's a deal breaker. See, for my ex-husband, me not being Sally homemaker or Hazel the housewife wasn't a deal breaker for him.
Okay.
And by the time my dad got finished with him, my dad was like, Did you help her? Listen, y'all got 2 babies running around that house. You at work, she at work, but when she get home, you want her to clean up. I think my dad might have even gripped him in the collar too. And so all of a sudden he started helping with the dishes and maybe putting the toilet seat down, and wiping little things off. He started doing a whole bunch of stuff. And it lasted a little while. And then, it just gave me a chance to really know that is something that really bugged him and for me to be better at it. And I wanted to be better at it. And so I felt like that lady in the Bible that says she get up at dark. So I literally got up at dark to do housework before I got my family ready for work. And that's how I, started to fix that part, because to me it was dumb. And it's not. I know Marcus is just like his face, and I don't even know what that was. Was that chips? Was that chips for breakfast?
No, they was diet. Shut up. They diet.
Did he turn his camera off? Did he turn it? Oh my God, I cannot. So anyway, it's a need, not a want, not a should, not a fantasy, not a wish. It must be what you need to be your best. Part of the first step is to tell the truth. You must tell the truth. And, tell the truth exactly about what you actually need. And this might really be the first time that you have admitted to yourself that this is something that you really, really need.
Join the meeting.
Some of these you'll know innately that they are yours. Others may require some straight looking, and just be willing to try on some words you might normally skip over. These may be hidden needs that you don't know about. And so you may have one or more of the following reactions. You might say, no, I don't want that to be a need. Or you can't get to the next word quickly enough. If this is true, I have to change my life a lot. Flush, blush, or shake when reading this word. Got the idea? So now we're going to choose 10 of these 200. I'm going to give you the subtitle first, and then the words under that subtitle. And then you're going to pick what is acceptable for you. And so the question is, ask yourself, if I had this, would I be able to reach my goals and vision without effort? Okay, so here we go. The first subheading is be accepted. And under be accepted, the words that are there is approved, permitted, cool, be included, be popular, allowed, respected, sanctioned, tolerated. Next subheading is to accomplish. The words are achieve, reach, yield, fulfill, profit, consummate, realize, attain, and victory. Next subheading, be acknowledged, be worthy, flattered, appreciated, be praised, complimented, valued, honored, be prized, thanked.
Hold it.
We
ain't supposed to be writing these words down now, are we?
Not all of them, just any word that resonates with you.
That resonates. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Next subheading is beloved. The words are liked, held fondly, be relished, cherished, be desired, be adored, esteemed, be preferred, be touched. Next subheading, be right. The words are correct, morally right, be advocated, not mistaken, be deferred to, be encouraged, honest, be confirmed, understood. Next subheading, be cared for. And the words are get attention, be saved, tenderness, be helped, be attended to, get gifts, cared about, be treasured, embraced. Next subheading, certainty. And the words are clarity, obviousness, commitments, accuracy, guarantees, exactness, assurance, promises, precision. Next subheading, be comfortable. And the words are luxury, prosperity, not work, opulence, indulgence, taking care of, excess, abundance, served. The next subheading, to communicate, and the words are be heard, make a point, be listened to, gossip, share, comment, tell stories, talk, informed. Next subheading, to control, and the words are dictate, manage, not ignored, command, correct others, keep status quo, restrain, be obeyed, restrict. Next subheading, be needed. And the words are improve others, be craved, need to give, be a critical link, please others, be important, be useful, affect others, be material. Okay, next subheading is duty, and the words are obligated, obey, prove self, do the right thing, have a task, be devoted, follow, satisfy others, have a cause. Next subheading, be free. And the words are unrestricted, independent, not obligated, privileged, autonomous, self-reliant, immune, sovereign, liberated. What's up with obey? Obey is a word, and some of these old school folks, that is an absolute need for them. I don't know where they're going to find that, but it is a need for them, and they just have to recognize that it is a need. They may not find somebody to obey them, but it could necessarily be a need for them. So that's what's up with it.
Just resignate.
It may just resonate. It may just resonate. You know? So, next group is honesty. And the words are forthrightness, sincerity, no censoring, uprightness, loyalty, no secrets, no lying, frankness, tell all. The next subheading is order, and the words are perfection, sequential, proper, symmetry, checklist, literalness, consistent, unvarying, and regulated. Next subheading is peace, and the words are quietness, reconciliation, agreements, calmness, stillness, respite, unity, balance, steadiness. Next subheading, power, and the words are authority, omnipotence, stamina, capacity, strength, prerogative, results, might, influence. 3 more to go. Next subheading, recognition, be noticed, regarded well, heeded, be remembered, get credit, seen, be known for, acclaim, and celebrate
Celebrate.
it. Next subheading is safety. And the words are security, fully informed, cautious, protected, deliberate, alert, stable, vigilant, and guarded. Last subheading, work. And the words are career, press, responsibility, performance, make it happen, industriousness, vocation, at task, be busy. Okay, so from those 200 words, you should now have 10. 10 words.
I got 20. No, I'm just saying.
Some people will have 20. More than 10. So, yep. So, what you want to do is look at those ones again. And then the question that you ask yourself is, do I really need this need to be great? Is this a need that I cannot live without? And you want to compare them with each other and ask yourself, do I need X or do I need Y? Which ones can I live well without? Which ones, when met, make the other ones not too important? Now, after you get down to 10, I want you to whittle that list down a little bit more to 4.
What?
To 4 that you must have. Do I need X or Y? Which one can you live well without? And which ones, once they are met, make the other ones not too important? So if you are somebody who is loved, you might not need to be praised or honored because you got the love that you need in your life. Or if you're doing the work that you're doing, you don't need to be correct or right or acclaimed.
Mm-hmm.
So you kind of compare them to, one to the other and get yourself down to 4. You got to work for it. Got to work for it. I can't see Marcus' face. 4, Marcus. He said he need all 200. That is no longer a need. That is more like selfishness and godlike and all that. You don't need all of these. 4, no, not 4 categories, just 4 items.
You take care of it.
Yes.
Go ahead, DJ Lamb. What you gotta say?
We've done this before.
Yeah, we did it before.
Right. Because I'm looking at the words that I wrote, and it was a number, a multitude.
Yes.
But I'm noticing one thing that I didn't. That I'm noticing what I didn't write.
Mm-hmm.
And like I didn't write anything about feeling love.
Yeah. Because maybe that need has been met.
Super duper loved. So
yeah.
But I just was like, wait a minute, I didn't write anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
So I had just wanted to
say that you have evolved, that you've grown to getting your needs met, and you know how to get them met.
Well, I'm just saying I ain't needed to be. I did put love over there. Obey.
Like listen.
Obey down here.
Why do y'all get up? Why is there such a like stigma with that? That is like bad for women.
Because no, first of all, if the shoe was on the other foot, no man wants to be told to obey. They don't want to obey their jobs. They don't want to obey their bosses. So why in the world would you want someone to have to obey you? And so that's why it's a big thing. You know, dogs obey, animals obey. You want your wife to obey? Yes, it truly is the obey rebellion. Yes. We're not doing it. I remember when I got married in the 80s, that obey was still a part of the words. And I remember saying, we could change that, right? Because
I all the way out.
That's not happening. That's not happening.
I told him, I said, no, we're not using that word. Let's
because they want you to say that you are willing to obey before God and witnesses. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that before God and witnesses that I'm going to obey because that becomes a part of the marital covenant. It becomes a part of the promise that you make. Take that out. Not doing it.
That becomes the part of that argument where they said, you promised to love and obey. I just, hold up.
Nah, we ain't say that. Somebody run the tape back. Somebody run the tape back because that's not what I said. It's so funny, but yeah, and it's really deeper than that too. It's not just it's not just surface. It goes deeper to you as a person, to how you were raised, what you saw, all of those things. Because some people can hear the word and it don't mean nothing. Because in the back of their mind, like, I'm still gonna do it how I do it. So yeah, you can say what you want to say, but I'm gonna love you as your wife. I'm gonna take care of you as your wife. I'm gonna take care of your home. I'm gonna take care of your kids. So there's no need to really harp on the word obey. So it just depends on the person, and how deeply rooted those words are. So once you get to your 4.
Just wait. Hold on.
Okay. Go ahead.
Don't be digging up Desmond either. I see him.
You seen Desmond? Yeah, I seen him. He said it was the obey revolution.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Ain't nobody got time.
I didn't have it in none of my vows either.
Yeah, we can take that out.
And it's because it's been abused. It has not been properly interpreted.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be negative. If somebody asks you to do something and you did it, technically you're obeying something they did. They asked you to do, but it's not the negative way people have put it. You just did what they asked you to do. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. That's my opinion. But when it's taken out of context, when it's being abused and mishandled and mistreated, it's looked upon as a negative word. I mean, we can call it a favor. We can call it just out of kindness or whatever. But technically, you obeyed what they asked you to do.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. Wait right there. All right, Donald, come on up here and say it. Desmond, give it to him.
Well, I think y'all put too much behind that obey. I really do. First of all, nobody's master, right?
True.
Nobody's pharaoh. With you and your significant other profess to each other is something that y'all should already, before you even get in front of some type of minister or whatever, y'all should have that already solved. The things that you're willing to do and the things that you're not willing to do.
Yes.
You understand? So waiting to get in front or say, I ain't gonna say that, and I ain't gonna say, but I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that. Let me tell you something. If you gotta go through all that, man, stay single.
Exactly.
If you gotta go through all of that, stay single. Let me tell you something. My mother taught my brothers and I how to cook, clean, wash, so I and everything. You know, so we're not getting together because I need that done.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Now, don't get it wrong. Some people do get together for that reason because they want somebody to cook.
I ain't talking about some people. I'm talking about us here right here.
Oh yeah.
I'm talking about us right here.
That's right.
I'm talking about who I hear saying, "Oh no, you know, where in the world?" You know, because let me tell you something. We've been to. Y'all may not think so, but we've been a lot too.
Mm-hmm.
I believe. I just told you that my ex-husband was like, "Oh, so yeah, you're not that neat," and he dealt with it. He absolutely dealt with it until I was better at it, and that's because he loved me and I loved him. So yeah, so it definitely is both.
Darlaina, just go ahead. Get through this thing. Get through it.
Get through it. Okay. So now that you have gotten to your 4, now we have to design a way to have them all met permanently. So this need satisfaction has 3 parts. The first part is establishing the boundary. You know, what is a boundary? A boundary is a line that you draw around you that permits only the behaviors of others which are acceptable and nourishing to you. You may set a boundary of not allowing somebody to hit you or curse at you or yell at you or be critical of you, take advantage of you, not show affection, call you only when they need something, interrupt you when you're working, etc. So that's where we start with the boundaries. So you set those first. And I recognize quite a few of these boundaries. You know that person that call you only when they need something. You may not talk to them for 6 months and they call you and their world is falling apart and they need $500 million. They need you to help them because their world is just done. Or the person that every time you talk to them, they so critical of you. They want to tell you like you should get a job, like that what you're doing is never going to work. And am I talking? Oh, I'm talking about me. You should get a job. That is not going to work. Anyhow, but so setting those boundaries. So those people we don't talk to anymore. Those people, we put them up on the shelf and we might take them down when sometimes or never. Sometimes or never. And so you wanna identify who those people are. You may really be permitting these behaviors now. And you could be doing it for some reason, some good reason. Like, I accepted certain things because I ain't want my husband to throw me out. I needed to live where I live for however long I needed to live here. So you accept certain things for some good reasons, but there are no excuses or reasons to let anyone do anything to you that hurts you, distracts you, uses you, or commands your attention to the degree that it takes away from you. So you will want to establish this boundary, which is much more than you actually need. So be rigorous with yourself on this one. So you can't get your needs met if you're unwilling to set significant boundaries. So no excuses. Okay. Be selfish on this one. And so when you set your boundary, you're protecting your heart, your soul, and yourself. So you cannot be yourself without the protection provided by strong, healthy boundaries. The people who really care about you will honor those boundaries and will care for you even more. But give them time to get used to it. Like, I know you used to call me and tell me all your stuff. Or I know you used to call me in the middle of the night and all that. But yeah, I'm not going to be doing that. So, and you don't necessarily have to make an announcement. You just make the adjustment. And then they will notice that you're no longer doing that. They will notice that you are no longer the savior. Really? Oh my goodness. I wish I could help, but I really can't right now. And you can't, because you need to keep your $5 for your stuff. There's no need to, yes, Bridget, no announcement needed. Just change it and do it because you know it bugs you already. Yep, don't tell them, show them. And then the next thing is called getting a selfish automatic sprinkler system. Selfish automatic sprinkler system. So once the boundaries have been identified and installed, the next step is to design what we call the selfish automatic sprinkler system, the SASS. And the SASS is just what the term implies. You want your needs to be satisfied or watered, whether you're thinking about it or not. Automatic. Now, this takes a little bit of creative work to put together. And so if you can't think of some stuff, we can kind of, brainstorm it. So one, like getting your friends to satisfy your needs by saying or doing specific things you've designed for them to do. Like, this friendship is really one-sided. I'm always the one calling. Why don't you call me sometime? And they might say, wow, I didn't even realize that was the case. Okay, I'll do that. One of my girlfriends told me years ago, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even have a friendship. She said, because you always call me, I never call you. And guess what? I stopped calling. I haven't talked to her since. It takes two to be friends. And you go all out your way and you doing all this stuff and you doing all of this and you doing all of that. And really you find that you the one carrying the whole friendship or the whole relationship or the whole whatever. So tell people what they can do.
What did you do? When she said that to you, like,
yes.
Like what? I would have, what?
Yeah, I said, I thought about it because I didn't realize that was the case. I thought about it. I was like, she's right. And I really don't know much about what's happening in her life because she don't really call me like that. And so I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. I need to, spend my time with people.
I mean, what made her say that? What did you?
She realized it. She realized it because I always called her. I would call her once, twice a week, see what's going on or whatever. And sometimes she would answer and sometimes she wouldn't. So it was almost like, I'm gonna talk to Darlaina, maybe. And so I started thinking like, she's right. I call her all the time. So if she really wants to talk to me, she can call me too. So I kind of left it in her court and she never called again. And that's just where it is. And that's okay because certain relationships have their time. What they say, season, reason, a lifetime. We went to school together. I was there for her when her parents passed away. She was there when my parents passed away, with my dad. And so it just ran out and it's okay. And we accept that. If I see her in the world, I absolutely will hug her and say, hey girl, it's been a long time. How's the kids? Whatever. She's just not one of those people that I would talk to on a day-to-day or a weekly or whatever basis. I may talk to her once every blue moon. Speaking of which, we just had a blue moon. But yeah, so yeah, those phone calls a lot of times was me talking mostly anyway. And so, you gotta think like, how much are you investing in a person that's not reinvesting that right back to you?
Wow, that's true. That is so true.
Kemp, I call you all the time.
Yeah.
And lately, while we both are growing, we don't talk as much as we used to, but we at least talk once a week.
At least.
Yeah, minimal. And if we don't, it's a problem. Like, hold on, wait a minute, I didn't call Kemp. And so those are the relationships that you want to build upon. And so and you absolutely see into me by when I tell you that I have a doubt about something, you can help me clear that, right? Girl, what's wrong with you? No, you good. And Deidre Lynn too. Girl, listen, you got this. And sometimes we need listen. You need those type of people, not the ones you got to call and they don't really know what's going on in your life. They not watching you. They not with you. They don't know nothing, and you got to explain. No, Deidre Lynn, and most of you on this call, if I talk to any of you, you know exactly what's going on in my life, and you gonna say, "Girl, you fine. Give it a minute. You fine." And guess what? It always is fine. And I also know that if I don't call, it could be 2-3 days. If I don't show up on a call, if I'm in something, you don't see me, oh, I'm definitely getting a phone call. I can hear it right now. Darlaina! What is going on with you? Why I ain't seeing you? So we know that, that's how you know that the relationships that you're in, these friendships and whatnot, they're give and take. You know, you may seed into me, and then I might seed into you. You may give me some knowledge, and I might give you some knowledge. So this is good. You know what we got here. You know, but some is always you. And when you find it's like that, then you like, maybe this isn't so beneficial. Maybe I need to just let that one go. And so that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that the people, places, and things that you're involved with are things that honor your boundaries, and they take care of you the way you take care of them. Absolutely. You know, and as you make these adjustments, it's okay to give them time to get used to it. So you just want to tell people what you need, telling them how you appreciate them, and vice versa. You want to be really shameless in this process and designing this system. You know, it's good to tell people around you how they satisfy your needs. Remember, it's only temporary. You only got to tell them this once or twice, what it is that you're trying to do or what you're trying to get to. And once you tell them, the people that love you will do what they need to do in order for things to be properly done. And then those needs eventually will vanish because they're constantly doing something to help you. Mm-hmm. And so, and after you you started your boundaries and you started your sprinkler system, begin to substantially raise your personal standards. Personal standards are the behaviors that hold you to yourself to become a bigger person. Examples range from the obvious to the advanced. Don't steal. Always tell the truth. Speak straight. Be unconditionally constructive. Be responsible for how you are heard, not what you say. Not smoke or abuse your body. Be early always. Avoid adrenaline rushes like, oh, I'll work better under pressure. You know, set your personal standards, which are a stretch, but not ones that will cause you to fail. You'll have plenty of time to upgrade them with extra energy you'll receive as your needs get met. Okay. So Deidre Lynn, can you call me when we get off of here? Because there's a needless program checklist. It's 25 things that you're going to apply to each one. And I think I want you to help me to put it in the group so that they can get the checklist. Because the checklist, once you identify your 4, then you want to take these 25 things and you're going to apply it to each one at a time. So each of the 4 things that you pick, there's 25 things that you need to make sure that, you are getting those things met. So.
OMG, girl, listen. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Y'all got to give it up for her today. I'm going to just unmute everybody. Please, if y'all know Darlaina just put a thing down, give her at least a 9 today. 9, 10, 11, maybe a 12, right?
Yes. I love it.
OMG.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. That just tells me that the work is the work, and I appreciate it. So listen, you guys who have subscribed to the magazine, you guys who are contributing writers, we've had some snafu with our editor. We finally got things together. The magazine is out, and you will be getting it today. There's some duties that I have to take on in order for us to get our magazine out on time. And so I will let you know what those things are. So, but I can tell you right now, Kemp, did you look at your text message?
I ain't see no.
Look at your text message real quick. The magazine is bomb. You guys are gonna love it. If you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe.
It is yourself. Darlaina, I can't hear you.
Oh, he muted me. Oh, I was saying, if you haven't subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. The magazine is getting better and better. This is July, August. This is our second official magazine. And man, listen, wait till y'all see Sherry's piece.
I got it. Whoa! Oh my God!
Do you see it? Oh my goodness! Like, yes. I'm so hyped right now. I don't even know what to do. So please, make sure that you subscribe. It absolutely supports the work. And and if you are a writer, we need you. We need your expertise. We need all of that. Yes, there it is. Oh my God, is that not amazing? Listen, I am so excited for this magazine and what we're going to be able to share with it. That is myself and my granddaughter in one of our princess and queen TikToks that we did. She told me that she wanted to be a princess, and I said okay, and I dressed her, and then she said, but you got to get dressed too. And I'm like, oh, I do? Okay. And so I did. And it's turned into a whole thing that we do. We've done it now. We started out as Disney princesses, and the world liked the Disney princesses, but it wasn't until, hold on. It wasn't until we became African princesses that our videos started to go viral. So we have a viral TikTok right now. I think it's up to 160,000 views that we're in this same outfit right here, that people are watching and love it. And so I am so excited to share how this started and what it is. And Kemp, you remember Michelle Jewell?
Yes.
Michelle Jewell, when I showed it to Michelle Jewell, Michelle said, what better, what did she say? What better image to show your grandchild than the image of herself?
Wow.
And so, yeah, so you guys got to get that magazine, because that magazine is fire. So those of you who are contributing writers and subscribers, you will get that this morning, because I just got it this morning. So yay. I will make sure that everybody who's subscribed will get it. Kemp, you never got me your article, so I just put some stuff in there, so it's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, you still in there. We not moving nobody. So thank you guys again for everything. It's 10 o'clock, y'all late, so we gotta go. All right, cool. Yes, call me.
I'm calling you now.
Okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Debbie Bevel, Kezzy's in the building.
Yes, I love it. Debbie Bevel, Kezzy. My peoples. Yes. I love it. Kezzy, I gotta call you too.
OMG.
Yes.
Take control over your lives. If you don't,
somebody else will.
Like it, man.
Yes.
So, you're not gonna like it.
Definitely not gonna like it.
You guys.
Thank you for watching.
Every morning. Oh God, y'all just don't know.